Hello everyone, it's Feral Warrior and welcome to the channel. So guys, I don't want to be a redundant YouTuber that keeps doing what other people are doing, so check the links below for the Gabo Kings podcast and on Diaga's live stream. These guys have discussed the patch notes thoroughly and fully, if I might say so. So guys, in this game I'm leading Big Bird and I'm going off against the Witch King himself, Malekith, riding his big ass dragon Seraphon. So guys, this game is pretty cool with a lot of hell cannon shots. Now let's check the build so we can get right into formations. Alright guys, so for my build, I've got Sartorial with Plague of Rust and Transmutation of Lead and Stand Your Ground, and that's it. I just wanted to cheapen him out as much as possible. I wanted a cheap lord for this build to work. I've got one Chaos Marauder, just ranked up to rank 9. Don't ask me why. I had the gold, I had like 290 gold, so I was like, okay, what the hell, I'll put them all in the Chaos Marauder. 4 Forsaken to deal with Dread Spears, Bleak Swords, and maybe Witch Elves. 3 Chaos Warriors with Great Weapons. It's a staple of any Chaos faction, any Chaos build. You need to have these guys. Chaos Knights, the normal generic ones, no lances. I wanted them to be good in melee. Two Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes for if in case I'm dealing with Malekith. A Chaos Warhounds with poison ranked up to rank 1. And the creme de la creme, people, it's the Hell Cannon. And yeah, I just love the manual aim of the Hell Cannon, and you guys are gonna get to see some cool shots in this one. So for Dude, fucking awesome name, man, really. He's got Malekith, 3 Bleak Swords ranked up to rank 3 and 4, Dread Spear, 2 Dread Spears ranked up to rank 5, 1 Witch Elves, 2 Harganeth Executioners, 1 Black Guards of Nagaron, 2 Dark Shards, normal generic ones, no shields, and the Cold One Knight. So Malekith, yeah, he has all his abilities plus Soul Sealer, Chill Wind, and he's on Seraphon, the big ass dragon, as you've seen in the intro. He's got Soul Sealer, Chill Wind, Power of Darkness, and yeah, that's it. So as you can see, my opponent went with the front line that would hold the line, Malekith to do the damage and the Dark Shards to take out my large units. But unfortunately, I only have Sartorial as the large unit there. The Knights are not really that important. They're just there to put pressure on the back line. The main thing that he should be aware of is my Hell Cannon. And guys, this game you're going to enjoy it a lot, believe me. Alright guys, let's check the game. Alright guys, so for the formations, as you've seen, I've taken my place up on this hill with the Warriors of Chaos and the Forsaken on each flank. Just because they're very fast moving units, so they can just flank around, get into the back lines, and maybe hold down the Cold One Knights, because these guys are pretty good when they get their hands on the Cold One Knights. We've got Sartorial and his mighty Hell Cannon standing right in the center there, and the Chaos Marauders, as I mentioned before in the builds, I'm just sending them in to just soak up a lot of damage and block a lot of charges. With my Chaos Knights and the Chaos Warhounds on the right flank over there, wanting my opponent to actually commit a force to them or just leave the back lines empty for these guys to come in and then deal with any Dark Shard presence. With my 2 Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes in the front there, ready to intercept Malekith or whatever flying unit that's going to come in to try to take out the Hell Cannon. As for my opponent, as you've seen, he's fairly easy build, nothing to it. Dread Spears on the flanks, Bleak Swords in the center, Harganeth Executioners at the back with the Black Guards of Nagaron, a Witch Elves, and dead center he's got the 2 Dark Shards with Malekith standing there with the Cold One Knights in the back, ready to defend from any incoming maybe, or just help out in the front lines. So let's start the game. So immediately I give an order for my Hell Cannon to focus on the Harganeth Executioners. And I think, yeah, this one is gonna miss horribly, like what, I have no idea what he was thinking, but this one is actually manually aimed and I'm using it now. Would you look at that, guys? This is such a beauty, man. Oh, that hurt. Half health from the Harganeth Executioners gone right off the bat, right off the start from the game. That's 1,000 something cost unit, and already my Hell Cannon is doing amazing. Malekith is coming in. I'm going to cast a Plague of Rust, overcast it of course on him, and then just keep my Marauder Horseman throwing axes just firing at him. And then another Hell Cannon shot. This was another one that is actually manually aimed, and I'm going dead center for these Dark Shards. And look at that. Oh man, look at this beauty right there. This is just a lot of damage hit him, these guys, and these guys are already, they were already kind of breaking, but yeah, they kind of regrouped again and they're back in the game. Malekith casted a Soul Stealer on my Marauder Horseman with throwing axes. I'm keeping them apart, of course. I don't want that Soul Stealers to hit both my units, and I'm keeping the pressure on Malekith. I don't want that guy just resting up for just 1 second. Keeping the pressure on the back lines with the Argonath Executioners, and as you've seen, just missing horribly. So, already started giving out orders to the Chaos Marauders. I want to hold some units back there. I don't want the Dark Shards to push in. I want them a little bit to the back. I don't want them to get in range to actually fire at the Hell Cannon. And yeah, other than that, yeah, and I'm using my Marauder Horseman right now to just go around the flanks and, you know, just keep the pressure on the Argonath Executioners and the Black Guards of Naggaroth, because these guys can do a lot of good armor piercing damage, which is always needed. Another big hit, yeah, missing horribly again. Oh man, that Hell Cannon is currently not paying for himself. So yeah, I'm noticing that the Dark Shards are getting in close. I'll start giving orders to just charge in. I don't want the Dark Shards to get in close and hit the Hell Cannon. I want them a little bit to the back. So these Chaos Marauders will actually keep them in the back, and these guys will keep a lot of pressure in the back lines. Started giving orders. The charges are going off. Malekith casting a horrible Dragon Breath there, missing horribly. These Chaos Warriors will just do easy work of these Blake Swords. Nothing to it. They will just completely destroy them. Same thing with the Forsaken and the Dread Spears over there. Marauder Horseman, I'm just gonna keep the pressure on the Argonath Executioners, you know, armor piercing, it makes sense to me. Sent in the Chaos Warhounds and the Chaos Knights in the backlines to get on the Cold One Knights, and they're doing quite a good job. Like, look at these hounds go, man. They're taking down the health of these guys pretty nicely. And with the help of these Chaos Knights, yeah, these guys are gonna be gone in just a second. Very nice reaction from my opponent, sending in the Black Guards of Naggaroth with the Witch Elves to just envelop me in there. Casted a Soul Stealer over there, pretty nice move, of course. Sartorial is in it, that'll heal him a lot because Soul Stealer is pretty good on single unit targets. But I've already broken through his center and his flanks. All his flanks are just falling apart right now. And the Hell Cannon is still firing unimpededly. Already one Dark Shard has been taken care of. These guys, I sent in my Marauder Horseman with throwing axes on them, and this blob actually is a beautiful spot for a beautiful Hell Cannon shot. Now look at all these guys just grouped up beautifully right there, and oh man, is it gonna hit? Is it gonna hit? Oh, it's gonna miss. Ah, that's okay. That's nice. That's good enough. So as you've seen, I already broke up through the center, through the sides. My opponent's build was more about holding the line with the Dark Shards just doing the damage, but with the presence of the Hell Cannon in it, the plans has changed. The plan has changed completely. Dark Shards taken care of. These guys are back. We'll send in some of my Forsaken on them. Like, eventually. Yeah. And my opponent, he was trying to catch... Where are they? No, not yet. He's taking care of these Chaos Warriors with great weapons by the Argonath Executioners. And yeah, these guys are just gonna do some awesome damage on them. Chaos Marauders already dealt with these Bleak Swords. They've been fighting them for a long time now. And at the back... Witch Elves got taken care of. The Marauder Horseman with throwing axes still focusing on the Black Guards of Naggaroth. As I've said, I've only used them to focus on armor targets. I got a lot of good value from these guys. It's just doing a lot of damage on Malekith, just showering him with a lot of love. And as well, hitting the Argonath Executioners, just hitting them hard right in the face. So yeah, other than that, as you've seen, it's just about cleaning up shop now. These Argonath Executioners are going to attack these Forsaken. I will not want this attack, so I'll make a bait and switch, send the Forsaken that way, and send in my Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Now Malekith is going in trying to help out whatever's left of his army, but right now with how bad he's doing, yeah, not really such a good idea to be dropping down anywhere, actually, with Sartorial pretty close to you as well. I'm still focusing on the Hell Cannon on the Black Guards of Naggaroth, just a unit that you should get out of there immediately. And now with these Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes, I give them an order to fire on Malekith, and Malekith is just going to eat a couple of volleys right in the face, guys. Now look at that. Oh, that is a lot of axes just hitting that guy in the face, doing a lot of good damage. Casted a Plague of Rust again, overcasted on the guy. But yeah, it is just, he has nothing left except Malekith. All I'm doing right now is just cleaning up shop, and with Malekith just dropping on the ground, Sartorial is going in for him, and my opponents just call it a day and just give me the win. So guys, let's check the stats. Would you look at the beauty of this Hell Cannon? 156 kills on it. This is, okay, I'm proud of myself, to tell you the truth. I'm really proud of myself there. The Forsaken 138, 60 kills, pretty good, 8 kills and 29. Yeah, these guys got caught by the Argonath Executioners and they didn't do that well. The Cold One Knights, the Chaos Knights, pretty well. They took care of the Cold One Knights with the help of the Dagos. The Dagos 42 kills. That is actually, I'm proud of these guys. 63 kills on these Marauder Horsemen and 26 on the other ones. And all these are either Harganeth Executioners or Blackguards of Nagaron. Because that's the only unit I focus with. But the Hell Cannon, it's the creme de la creme, as I've always said, the best artillery in the game, in my opinion at least, if you manually aim it, because I'm pretty good manual aimer and I say it proudly. Let's look at Duder Dude, and awesome name, man. Again, you have my approval for that name, awesome name. 81 kills, still Harganeth Executioners with the amount of pressure I put on them, they still got freaking 81 kills, and this is pretty awesome. 48 kills on the other one, yeah. But that just wasn't enough for my opponent to break through. My Hell Cannon just did a lot of damage on them. The Cold One Knights taken care of by the Dagos and the Chaos Knights. Same thing for the Dark Shards, taken care immediately by the Hell Cannon and some Forsaken and a charge from the Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this game. Please don't forget, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Other than that, cheers and have a nice day.